it's my turn to go live. And I have been thinking about what to say for probably, I don't know, 4 hours now or so. And I've written down a few things to touch base on, but I'm just going to wing it this time. Not that I couldn't talk for hours about nothing anyways, but here we are. I am so excited to kind of share a little bit about me and my coaching journey. So, to touch base a little bit about me, I don't even know if a whole lot of people know this in the Warrior Women, but I actually joined a challenge, a Beachbody challenge back in 2014. I actually, in 2015, got engaged in 14 got engaged, in 2015 got married. My husband and I had been together at that time for 4.5 years when we got engaged. And then we're engaged for another 1.5 years before we got married. And so in 15, we got married. I didn't really stick around as a challenger. I had the 21-day fix CDs and a couple other things, and I really enjoyed that, but I didn't really take it too much farther than that. I saw some weight change and some definition, but I didn't really give it too much thought after that. Anyways, fast forward to 2016, after I got married, or shortly before I got married. I got married in 2015, 8/8 of 2015. So fast forward to 2016, and I had joined a different coach for a challenge because I really had liked the Beachbody a couple years prior to that. And I had my first daughter 8.5 months after we got married. And had our first daughter 8.5 months after we got married. So it would have been about 6 or 8 weeks after I had her. So she was born May 7th. So sometime in August, I think, I would have actually did this challenge with her. It was okay. I still didn't stick with it. And then I found myself wanting or thinking about coaching, but more for the discount, to be a discount coach and buy Shakeology and all that fun stuff. And when that had came about, I just felt misplaced. Like me and that coach really didn't hit it off. And I kind of just thought to myself, I've got to find the right coach for me. And that is when I hit up Jenny and caved after she had messaged me a few times. Not anything ridiculous, but a few times. I was part of her free group for clean eating and all that fun stuff. And I had decided that I was going to go ahead and join her group. And when I joined her, I actually automatically signed up as a discount coach because I really wanted Shakeology for the 25% off. And I really enjoyed it. So our children are 20 months, our first two are 20 months apart. So fast forward after I had our second child, and he was born January 22nd of 18. And I found myself really wanting to get my products paid for. So I went ahead and started reaching out to some of my friends and family about my journey. So after my daughter, she was our first, I had lost 30 pounds and then got pregnant with my second and gained, I'm like one of those people that doesn't matter if I work out all throughout my pregnancy or not, I gained 60 pounds every time. It literally happened like that, 60 pounds every time. And so I had gained the 60 pounds and lost 45 after my second. And I had lost, 20 or 30 there within the first, 8 weeks or whatever before I even started working out. So I ended up down to 155. And evidently, my husband really liked it too, because shortly after that, I got pregnant with my third. And I end up gaining another 60 pounds, and I am currently on, he is 7.5, almost 8 months old. This week he'll be 8 months old. And I've lost 23 pounds and continued to breastfeed through all of that. And so, long story short, I have given Beachbody a go several times and landed on Jenny and picked her, and she was the one that I stuck with. So I really do believe that that's a thing. I think you need to pick a coach that's going to help you and be able to relate to you and be good at caring about you and caring about things that are going on in your life. And I think that the Warrior Women have that down, because we all care tremendously about each other. It doesn't matter if something's happened personally, something's happened financially, something's happened professionally. It doesn't matter. We're all the time looking after each other and trying to keep up with each other, especially when new things are happening for each of us. When Tennille hit Diamond Coach, that was like the most freaking awesome thing ever, because Jenny hit 1-star Diamond, and you guys are gonna understand all of that stuff later on. But I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys about a few other things too, because so I did not know that I had postpartum after my first, but I had pushed for 3.5 hours with her, and hindsight probably had postpartum depression then, but didn't know. I didn't know until I had gotten pregnant. No, I was not quite pregnant with my third. So I had went 1.5 to 2 years there in a pretty bad place. And I still had Beachbody, and I really truly think that was the only thing that didn't let me go even farther down into the tubes, because I was able to lose weight in between each child. So those things were able to pep me up and kind of keep me from going farther down into the hole than what I already was. My husband had sat me down and was like, hey, listen, I know that you've lost 45 pounds, but you still aren't the you that you were before kids. And he knew that the me before kids was gonna be hard to find, just because having children changes your life. But he wanted the caring, not bitchy. Oh yeah, by the way, I cuss too. Sorry. He wanted the not on edge person that freaked out about everything. He wanted the person that was level-headed and calm and understanding, and had the ability to kind of do all the things. We are a farm family. My husband has farmed his whole life. They buy and sell used tractors and equipment, and then within the last year they have started up a new versatile tractor dealership here in Upper Sandusky. So we have a lot going on. I work full-time. I market equipment for farmers and construction places all over Ohio and in surrounding states. And then I'm a Beachbody coach too. So yeah, we've got a lot going on. When I really had all this stuff come to a head, I had just left my office factory job and decided that I was going to be self-employed and market equipment. And so I had saw my financial cash stash and everything, easing away for me, because, everybody knows that when you become self-employed, it takes a little bit to get going. And so it really took its toll on me mentally, because I am super independent. And when I mean super independent, I mean super, super freaking independent. I don't ask for anything. I would say that I'm probably, I'm aware now that I'm not emotionally independent. I need a lot from my husband. But I didn't find any of these things out until I started going to counseling last August. So I would have gotten pregnant in February. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So I was 8 months pregnant. No, that doesn't make sense. No, I would have got pregnant in. Anyways, our third was delivered in October, end of October. So, and I started at the beginning of August with counseling. And when I started all that, I really didn't realize where I was at until I started all that. I had tried going to my lady doctor at the time and my family doctor at the time, and we had talked about some other routes. This was prior to counseling, so they had put me on medication. It was not good. I unfortunately am one of those people that reacted badly after so they had started me on medication and everything was going okay, and then they upped my medication because they didn't feel like it was helping enough. And then after a few weeks of taking it, I became suicidal, and it just wasn't fun for anybody. And I didn't feel like that was okay for my 2 kids either. And so I had really hit that low that I didn't want to hit. And I realized quickly that I needed to get the heck out of it. And that was when I really dove into Beachbody and helping others and counseling. After being in counseling for a while, I realized that there were so many other people in this world that needed help mentally and emotionally and physically even too. But what I also realized was that through my postpartum journey, I had the tools then from my counselor to be able to help a lot more people. And that's kind of what kept me sane. So I had originally started out coaching to be a discount coach, and then I decided that I wanted to, do coaching more and get my products paid for. And then when counseling hit, I really just had this, epiphany, I guess, that I wanted to help people genuinely. And Jenny has always been there for me. We actually just joked around about this last week about how we have a friendship that is more than a friendship, and I can say this for a lot of other girls in the Warrior Women crew too. We aren't a bunch of friends that require a lot from each other. We're a bunch of friends that keep each other accountable. We make sure that we're there for each other. Sometimes we can be overbearing and we can nag each other, but it's for the best. And but not only that, we build each other up. So if I need something, or if one of the other girls needs something, or if we need a little boost in motivation or inspiration, somehow this group of girls just has it. And what I mean by has it, I mean somebody in this group, chances are, have already been through something that you or one of your challengers have already been through. And the beauty of that is that there are so many of us to help, whether it's with, like I said, mentally, emotionally, or physically. We have all been able to really get each other through lots of different things in our lives. And we've got recovering alcoholics in our group. We've got recovering addicts in our group of all kinds. We've got people that are struggling mentally and working on their mental and emotional selves every day. The only thing that really makes us different is that we've got different goals. Some of the goals are the same and similar, and some of them are different. And I really love that about our group, and how we're all able really to just grab all of us up and make sure that we're all our best selves and hold each other to that standard. Jenny has made this all possible. And it has been some of the best things of my life. I really, truly can say that. Beachbody Summit last year was awesome. We were all bummed that we didn't get to go this year. And I'm excited or hopefully we can still have our retreat. I'm excited for that. But if you're on the wire about becoming a coach, I know that there's a lot of, let's touch on this a little bit. Again, I'm just winging it, but there's some stigma out there about Beachbody and coaches and all of that stuff. And I know that a lot of people can look at Beachbody and say, oh, that's not going to help me, or I don't have the motivation for that, or at-home workouts aren't for me. But what you don't realize is when you take your physical, emotional, and mental journey into your own hands, anything is better than nothing. So getting that gallon of water in. By the way, girls, I'm almost done with mine. But getting that gallon of water in and taking that run or walk, getting your kids outside, in some of my deepest, darkest places, I would let my kids play on the floor and I would just lay there and watch them or be on my phone. It wasn't fun by any means. I never want to be there. I am currently on some medication. I know that there's some stigma behind medication. What's interesting is I'm on the same medication that made me suicidal, but because I have my counseling behind me now, and I know that there are some things that are helpful when taking medication to know about them first. I've been able to take that medication responsibly and know that 25 milligrams is the only amount I'm ever going to be able to take of that. If I take any more than that, I know that it doesn't go good for me. I take it because it helps me sleep and it helps my anxiety lessen quite a bit. I am a coach I think Tessa touched on this a little bit. We all have our differences in coaching, and I coach, and when I coach, it kind of happens, I don't want to say on accident, but subconsciously maybe. A lot of the times I'll reach out to people just to talk to them and see how their mental health journey is going and all of that stuff. And in turn, it turns into them asking me what I do and how I've coped with the things that I've done. And I tell them that I work out, and sometimes that becomes a little bit of a stigma because they're like, oh, everybody that does Beachbody has to work out 7 days a week. Or if you coach, you have to work out 7 days a week and eat perfectly. That could not be farther from the truth. And I want people to know that when they're coming into this journey or when they're thinking about this journey, it's not just about you. A big part of it is, and you having a great physical transformation or mental transformation or emotional transformation. I can say that I've had all three of those at different times. But what really gets me is being able to help other people. I can think of quite a few girls right now that I've been able to help get farther than what they've ever been able to help themselves get. And keeping somebody motivated or starting somebody's motivation so that they can start their own motivation or jumpstart their own motivation to get farther than what they've ever been in some of those journeys is by far the best thing ever. I know that usually I'm a little bit more pumped up and all that stuff, but I've been a little bit under the weather yesterday and a little bit today, but a lot better today. But yeah, I really just wanted to come on here and tell you girls that if you are thinking about joining a team and coaching, the Warrior Women is where it's at. We're on fire. Jenny is a kick-ass leader, and all of us girls are badasses in our own awesome, spunky ways, and we really can look out for each other and help each other, and I can't say that enough. My group that I've got going, it's called Team Make Shit Happen. It's just that. We're real over here. The Warrior Women are real. You know, I don't work out every day. I've lost 23 pounds and have continued to nurse, and it's been awesome. I'm 8 months postpartum and feel better than I did at, 12 months postpartum with my second, and I was down to 155 pounds. My mental and emotional journey has come a long way since all of this, and I really truly believe consistency has been the key. Like I said, I've been a Beachbody coach for 3 years now, and with Jenny, and it's really been about consistency. You know, you don't have to be a star tomorrow or a diamond tomorrow or whatever. You don't have to be that tomorrow. But if you can help a few of your friends get into a better place, and you can help a few of your family members get to a better place, and that's where you want to be, then pick it. If you want to be an emerald coach, do that. If you want to be a ruby or a diamond or 1-star diamond, or if you want to be elite, then be that. But you have to believe in yourselves. And that is what I'm understanding more and more of. You can see this back here. I don't know. There's a little bit. But that's my coaches. That's my coaches group. So it's kind of awesome. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now I've got 9 coaches that have 6 coaches. I have 2 coaches getting ready to turn emerald, which is super exciting, which means that hopefully I can make diamond. But we got goals over here, and this group is really, really what it's all about. And I really hope that if you girls want to join us, that you join us, because we are here to make shit happen and move mountains. So this is Alicia Weaver. Peace out.